Very bad day for you, sir. Whiskers. That'd be very bad for you. What are y'all doing, you shitheads? Careful, little one. Don't want to fall over. It's cold. So cold. Morning, Thomas. This is so cold. We actually have our little heater. Well, it's not little, but we have our propane fire pit going because it is a little chilly this morning. Morning, Mike.
Morning, Caitlin.
Morning. This is a very rare occurrence. You'll see me up this early. I'm normally not up until like 9 a.m.
Nice, nice.
But for some reason, I was up at like 5 o'clock this morning. So I'm like, all right. Dad's like, you might as well just stay up. I'm like, yeah, you're probably right at this point.
Huh.
So he had to go take care of something, but he'll be right back then. But for now, you have me to entertain.
Woohoo.
So glad my dad's got the heating pad on his chair that's on and the heater going because it is chilly.
Ain't too bad.
Well, when you're under like layers of blankets and it's like 48 outside, it, it'll shock you for a second.
Huh.
What are you up to this morning?
Carving, as usual.
As usual. uh, How's Mr. Ed?
Mr. Ed's good. He's inside. He's sleeping. Lazy
Yeah.
fucker.
Ugh.
He gets up, he eats, he goes outside for a little while, comes back in, and goes back to bed.
Those are little razor blades, you little schnitzel. I just had this little puffball climbing up my leg.
I
It's not
used
nice.
to let Eddie. I used to let Eddie do that when he was little.
Yeah.
He'd just crawl right up my leg, right up onto my shoulder. He was like a freaking parrot. But he's too big to do that shit now.
Hmm.
He'll pull my pants down and scratch the hell out of me.
Yeah, ours like the older, the first batch that of Callie's, they try to do that to Dad, but it's not very smart. Ooh,
Yeah.
you okay there, little one? You just kind of took a nosedive.
It definitely wasn't as bad in the wintertime because I would wear uh,
Like
really thick
multiple layers,
jeans.
yeah.
Well, no, they're just real thick jeans. They actually have quilting on the inside of the pant leg.
Really?
You know? Oh yeah, they're like freaking pajamas inside a pair of jeans,
Nice.
and they're thick and they're warm. They're construction
Hmm.
clothes, for wintertime. But yeah, them cats could walk right up them. I'd never feel their claws when they were little.
His eye's done.
Huh?
His eye is done.
That's good.
Wipe his ass.
Who? Cass?
Yeah.
Come here, little puffball.
Gently.
I know, little one. Hold still. Hold still. What did you get into, my dear?
Cat rubbed his ass on the floor when he took a shit.
I know,
He's
babies.
got to clean up the floor too, by the way.
I can't get it
Grab a
all.
hold of it and pull.
I don't want to hurt him.
You're not going to hurt him. Do it gently.
I know, love.
Or cut it off. I don't care. Is it there?
Hold on. We're almost
Okay.
done, lovies.
No, we're not. That's not. You need to cut that.
There's no way. There's no scissors out here either.
Okay. Oh, we'll put him down somewhere.
Give him a break. Because he's not going to like us. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Mike, you're in for a treat.
Anybody in the chat?
Wonderful,
Thomas.
wonderful.
Come on.
Thomas and Mike are in for a treat.
Morning, Thomas.
I'm sure there's more people watching now.
Oh, there's 4 people actually. So yeah.
Uh,
Everyone that's watching's in for a treat.
Let's do the work first. Yeah, on the roof.
I don't know. Watch it.
How do you think?
Little one is fixing to attack your foot. Or oh no, he's gonna go after Boo.
Yeah, come on.
Who's meowing?
not me.
Okay.
Yeah. Here.
Get out of here, please.
They don't have a sticky thing.
Son of a beach. Hey, he has a sticky thing.
Sunny beaches.
Whatever. Give it to you.
They don't have sticky. Sunny beaches. Stop, little one.
Wrap that around them. Pick them up. Take him in and down. And help him clean his ass.
All right, we're trading off.
Right there. Stop. Mr. Tangerine, sir, that is my spot. No, you don't. You're coming back out anyway. You gotta check the other two. I know my seat's nice and warm, buddy, but that doesn't mean you get to steal it. Good morning, everybody. How are you all? It is good to see you. I don't hear a mic. Why do I not hear anyone? And I hit the wrong damn button. I hate iPhones.
I had my sound turned off for a minute.
Gotcha. No butt crack. No, I was going to put these on my nipples and bounce around for a minute, Thomas and Mike. But there's no adhesive on the back of it, so I couldn't do it. So that sucked. Because it would have been funny as hell, but life goes on. Mike's like, dude, what the fuck's wrong with you? So what's going on?
Gonna have to start putting a little whiskey in my coffee. Keep warm and
deal with my dumb ass.
As politely as possible, yes, that.
Yeah. I like to make life interesting.
Oh, hell yeah, don't we all?
The kittens are playing ping pong. Let me see if I can get this out of here without bothering them. So I can flip the screen around and show you.
I need to get a freaking tripod for mine.
Oh, now Fluffy's going to butt in.
I got a tripod for my old phone, but this one's just, it's too broad for it.
Oh.
A couple times I tried to use it, it actually broke it. It still holds my old phone, but if I'd use it for this phone, it would probably break and fall apart.
Well, if you're using it if your old phone still works off of the Wi-Fi, you can use
out here. Out here it's sketchy. I want to try it actually. I mean, I used to get internet out here really good off of my phone, but I don't know, a couple months before summer, my Wi-Fi just didn't seem to want to carry the whole way out here.
Huh.
And it's just stupid. You know, my analog antenna for my TV, that worked well when I first hooked it up. And then about the same time, that really started sucking. I can't get all the stations I used to get out here. Not that it matters. I don't watch much TV while I'm working anyway.
I think a lot of it has to do with people.
White noise.
Signal blockers and shit like that.
I don't know. I'm out here by myself pretty good.
Yeah. Hey, I take in when I'm doing when I used to do my walking show.
Yeah.
The post office cars. Every fucking time a post office vehicle would go by me, it would fucking kill my internet.
No shit. That's fucked up.
That's
the government. That's the government for you.
Well, and I'm guessing it's because they don't want their people driving on their cell phones, which I get.
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you fucking with mine?
Yeah. Yeah, they need to do that in more places. Block that shit.
Yeah.
Like in cars would be my favorite place.
There we go. Now we got the Happy Halloween sign in the back up there, so you can see that. So, anything fun, exciting happening today for you? You gonna try and get back out on the bikes more?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Maybe do a little mowing. I could do that here next couple days. Ain't gonna be hot, so I could do that over the next couple days. I ought to ride today. Just ride.
Yeah, it's going to be really nice today. I think they said high around 80 again.
Uh huh.
I
It
forgot
was
to
it was
share the damn links.
it was pretty hot last evening when I went out for a ride. And it was funny because first I went down past the river around Long Level, and those little river roads down there, them some bitches were cool.
Yeah.
I didn't quite have no goosebumps or nothing, but they were probably on standby. And then I got off of those shaded and cool roads, and it got warm quick.
I'm sure. Yeah, once you
Then I went out. Then I went out to York City. It got stuck at every damn light and all kind of idiot traffic. Till I stopped for a beer.
being
My bike was
stupid,
pretty hot.
people being stupid and walking out in front of you.
Oh my God. York City people, man. Well,
Okay.
city people in general.
Yep.
You know, it's that mentality.
Okay. All you check the others. Sorry, Mike. Katie's asking me a question.
It's that right?
Go ahead. I heard what you said about the city people and how
Yeah.
they're horrible
Yeah.
at paying attention to shit.
Yeah. Well.
Daddy.
Yeah.
The others are fine because they're short haired. He's the only one that pains in the butt.
Not all city people are short haired.
Mike said not all city people are short haired. Good, huh?
Oh, look at that poor dead mosquito. How about that?
I killed a couple of them last night myself.
Probably shouldn't kill. I hear the big ones
Galley nappers.
aren't bad. Yeah.
Galley nappers eat the little or smaller mosquitoes.
Yeah. Well, I'm an equal opportunity killer here.
Ow. Yes, now you got me back for having to play with your ass, you little shithead. Just crawled up me. I have shorts on. It's nice out. I love this.
It ain't too bad out.
You like that? I'm trying to come up with fun names. So, I want to come up with names that will keep for the shows. Like, I really like this morning's, I came up with midweek morning mayhem.
Huh.
I think that's pretty fitting for us most of the time.
Go along with that.
They're playing at the door. One person's on one side of the door. One person's on the other side of the door. Then they attack each other. And it's funny as hell. Okie dokie. We're shared on Facebook. We're shared on Twitter. We're shared on all of the major platforms.
It's all fun and games when you can't climb the post.
Let's see if maybe we'll pick up some new subscribers today. Okay, let's go check the chat. Sorry, y'all, I was not watching chat because I had to. Why are you writing my phone? Good morning, Susie.
Morning, Susie.
Good morning, Cora.
Cora.
I think. Did you all see what I was doing earlier? Oh, you didn't see the googly eyes?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No.
I was gonna put googly eyes on my nipples.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
But
remember, I told you I was going to start putting whiskey in my coffee.
Yeah. Mike's gonna start drinking to deal with me. Shit.
It was a great show. It got me to join a 12-step program.
You're not the one who has to live with him 24/7.
Katie says, at least you don't have to live with me 24/7.
I gotta deal with his shenanigans 24/7.
Hey, it's not my fault you
Yeah.
rolled out of bed twice last night.
Oh.
Yeah, it was funny.
Don't.
Mike went, don't. Just turn it in so you can hear what he's saying. That way I don't have to keep repeating everything to everybody. They don't want to keep hearing it. All right, Corey.
Bubble wrap.
Have a great day.
See you, Cora. Bubble wrap, Caitlin. Bubble wrap.
Mike said bubble wrap, Caitlin. Bubble wrap.
The thing was I was wrapped up in my blanket, so I should have had cushion.
Some nice
Yeah.
bubble wrap pajamas.
That's probably
Yeah.
That's probably somebody's fetish somewhere there, Mike. You can probably find that on some
Then
site somewhere.
she'll roll out of bed and she'll bounce across the room. Doink, 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 doink. Into the corner, you know.
Put her on them. You remember them Zorbs? Those big giant balls that people used to put over top of each other and run around and run into each other with.
Oh yeah. My brother had some of them
Those
at a party one year. That was pretty funny shit.
That would be great.
I didn't do it because I don't need to be fucking breaking my leg and fucking my pins up in my leg.
Yeah, I know. I get that. But imagine somebody my size before I was hurt. Well, one up against.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They would have been rolling for the next county.
That is some pretty funny shit, though. That's just, I can't believe it didn't. It doesn't seem like it took off as big as it should have
It's
to me.
too
I don't know.
expensive is a problem.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, they're expensive, and once you pop
I don't
them,
know.
they're pretty much useless.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know if my brother bought his or rented them. I don't have no idea. I imagine that wouldn't be. Huh?
They do rentals.
I was gonna say, but yeah, if you rip them, you're fucked up. You know, you're done. Get to buy it broken.
Yeah, they and then they have them really big ones like over at Round Top over the summer, where they fill them with water, and
oh shit,
then they let you slide down or they roll you down the hill.
Imagine filling.
Make it easier when I fall.
Yeah.
Well, make it easier. It won't hurt as much when you fall, but getting back up's a bitch if you're by yourself.
Oh yeah, like a turtle. Imagine putting a helium in one of them some bitches. You blast somebody, bro, they'd go the whole way across the county, man.
We need to try that.
That would be funny as shit, dude. It'd be like Moon Men.
Today. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Susie. I hope you have a good trip. I know you haven't been doing well. I'm sorry. I haven't checked on you as much as I should have. We're trying to work out a network for people to reach out and check on each other. I need permissions from everybody to do that because I'm not just going to hand out people's phone numbers without them being okay with it. So if you're watching this, please message me, say, hey, I'm okay if somebody messages me or calls me to see how I'm doing. You fell yesterday? That's not good. We don't like when people fall.
It's not good.
But I'm glad you're getting out today, and I hope you have a good trip and have a good time. Come get a cat.
Come get a cat.
I'll start giving cats away as prizes. You want a, I'll be like fucking Oprah. You get a cat. You get a cat.
Yeah. Comes with a Kamala Waltz sticker. Even though not all cat people are lunatics. Myself, you know,
Considered a lunatic, but, hey.
there's a
I'm fine.
difference between being a lunatic and crazy, I guess.
Yeah, Susie, it does take some time, and lots of exercise. But if you keep at it, you'll get it. If you need motivation, let me know. I'll talk you through some stuff. Or if you need exercise, advice and stuff like that to do, let me know, and I've been through it all, so I can definitely assist in that way. But yeah, but I'm glad that your health is better. That's something that we're all very, very happy about. Yep, it happens from attrition. Um, Attrition can sometimes be worse than the actual health issues that you're having. Hey, Cal, hold on. When I looked earlier, you weren't online, bud. Nothing to be sorry for. Oops, those are the wrong links. You don't want them. I do, however, want to retouch on a couple things that we talked about yesterday this morning, because we actually had some really good rants going. So, one thing that I absolutely cannot stand is acting really shitty to people just because you don't agree with them. The only way I'm going to act really shitty towards you is if you give me a fucking reason to act shitty towards you. Kind of like this kitten right now who's clawing its way up my leg. I am not.
Oh,
very
it's just
happy
because
about
you're
it.
a really good ladder, buddy.
Apparently, especially with no pants on. Good morning, Cal. How you doing, bud?
Running late this morning. I had some bad sleep the other night, and I get. For those of you that don't know, I get terrible dreams because of PTSD, and it just completely screwed up my sleeping schedule. It's just something I deal with, and it's no big deal.
Well, it is kind of a big deal, but we learned how to handle it the best we can.
Yeah, we manage. Ain't no one coming to help us.
And the thing is, people need to understand. I had this conversation the other day. I said, there's going to be days, especially coming into the season, where I'm gonna hurt, and there's nothing I can do about it. And on those days, I'm not going to. Don't be banning people, you little shitheads. Sorry. They like to push buttons.
Need to get them their own phone with Fruit Ninja on it.
That'd be funny as hell. I can do that.
Yeah.
I have a phone in there.
I've done that for my cats when I'm cooking. That's the only way to keep them distracted so they don't get into the cooking area and get their tails cut off.
I put relaxing cat music on YouTube on the TV for them. They love that. Not, I haven't tried it with these guys out here yet. But in the house, Cinder, Pika, and JR absolutely love it. They go back in my room and they'll flop over and lay there and just listen to music and watch the cats play. We used to put up like the fish and stuff like that for them, but we've had issues where they killed the TV. Yeah. But
yeah, that happens. See, Mike's over there hard at work. Morning, buddy. Good to see you.
Okay, Susie. Well, if you doze off, I hope you sleep well, hon.
Indeed.
We'll talk to you soon.
How do you
Sleep
stop
is
a cat
important.
from the zoomies? You
Yeah.
just kind of roll with it, really. Throw out some toys and distract them and hope for the best.
Yeah, try and tire them out quicker.
Yep. That's about all you can do. Mrs. Cal used to get out the laser pointers. We had one that made a little cat face when it shined it on the wall. Yeah. She used to do that with our cats. That was she did that with her cat a lot. He loved that.
One thing I found. Oh shit! Well, I guess I'm. No. It's still hot, buddy. It's still hot. Just because it went out doesn't mean it's not hot. I guess I'm out of propane. But something else you can try for the when they have the zoomies is sometimes I found that a little bit of catnip will help to mellow them out while they're in the zooming mode. Sometimes it does the opposite too. So
Yeah. Be warned, it's a coin flip. I did have something I did want to bring up. We've got a moment for that. Kind of important. I think it was yesterday or last night. The Georgia Supreme Court has refused to hear the case of this one Georgia circuit judge that said, well, you have to certify the election even if it looks fraudulent because we can't have another January 6th. They were refusing to hear the case until after the election. So Georgia's completely screwed. Don't count on Trump winning Georgia.
I think
It's just
they'll
not
go
going to
the
happen.
Supreme Court. They'll try.
They might, but they've got less than 2 weeks. I don't see it. I don't see them getting an emergency injunction and having the rule reinstated. So count Georgia out. But Trump is now within the margin of error for New Mexico. It'd be the first time in about 20 years that a Republican has won New Mexico. Yes, It's not worth as many points, but every point helps.
If he can take New Mexico and Pennsylvania, he wins.
Oh yeah. The big question is whether he can get Pennsylvania or Michigan or Wisconsin. You know, there's quite a few up in the air, but he still has a path to victory. I still see him winning North Carolina, and he's odds on to possibly win Virginia as well.
Blow some weed smoke in his face, Susie.
Yeah.
Same
just
thing.
A little. Don't huff a huge ass cloud like you're down in Jamaica or something, but a little. Just get them to inhale it, and if they don't have a sneezy reaction to it, then probably mellow out some. Mellow you out too. You won't care anymore. Get the right stuff. Oh, but yeah. So I wanted to mention those that Trump might possibly win New Mexico, and it's interesting because he's also very close in Colorado too, of all places.
Colorado right now they're all pissed off because of the immigrant situation, and
that's
Springfield, Ohio. Have you seen the videos coming out of there on TikTok?
I've seen a few.
Who live there?
I've seen a few. I saw the one where that guy butchered a cat right in the middle of a parking lot.
Well,
I couldn't really watch too many of them.
Where the woman was yelling at people because she's like, "You all think this is a fucking joke?" She said, "It's not a joke." She said, "How would you like to look out and see your dog's severed head laying in your yard?"
No, see, that's the thing. if I happened to live there, I would be walking my dog to the backyard, watching them do their business. And if somebody from south of Yay border was to come over my fence, he would be going back over the fence ballistically. I would not permit that to happen. And I don't let my cats outside. So, I'm a little weird like that. I don't let my cats outside, Hey Dave. Hey Tammy.
I don't let my boys. Good morning. How you doing, Dave and Tammy? Good morning to you. Glad to see you.
Yeah.
Thomas said Minnesota is very close.
It'd be interesting if Waltz lost his home state.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
Yeah. See, one of the things that I think is going on is that in some of these quote unquote safe blue states, they aren't doing as much cheating. Unlike California, where there's massive amounts of voter suppression in place, there has been for a very long time, because they clawed their way up. The Democrats clawed their way up in that state and worked very, very hard to get a cheating system in place, and they've kind of just kept it going. But in some of these other quote-unquote safe blue states, they don't really have that. They're just kind of relying on the people being stupid, which, there was an article less than a week ago now about Trump possibly winning New Hampshire as well. It would be very funny if these so-called safe blue states were the ones that flipped red and got Trump into the White House, and he managed to lose, a couple of the bigger bigger swing states.
How much they would cry about? Then they would cry and say that Trump cheated to win those states.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't matter who wins. Both sides are going to say the other side cheated. There's absolutely no confidence in the voting system anymore. It's sad. It really is.
It would be funny because I'm running 270 to win. I'm just taking a look at it right now, and I ran a weird scenario where Trump wins Nevada, Colorado, New Mexico, Minnesota, and New Hampshire, and gets one vote from Maine, and that puts him at 271, while losing in Virginia, Georgia, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. Like I said, it would be funny if something like this happened. We'll just put him just over the line. Mind you, he could still lose one of the district votes in Maine and still have 270.
I think he is going to. I honestly think he's going to win Pennsylvania.
I think he will too. I think he'll win on election night, but he might not win on election week, if you know what I mean. We're going to see another.
I don't know. I think there's a lot. Last time, the Republican vote counters, the people that were there to observe, were naive, and they fell for the bullshit games. I don't think they're going to do that this year. This year, they're going to sit there, and I bet you they'll sit there and watch.
Even I hope so.
Say, "Oh, well, we're closing. We're not going to let you. We're closing. We're done." I don't think they're going to leave. Like they'll sit in the parking lot, and if they start fucking counting again, they'll call and. Well, they better call and they better fucking get their asses back in there. But yeah, there's just so much bullshit the last time here, especially here in Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah.
Bookvar, who was Secretary of State at the time, made it so that they didn't have to do signature verification. All kinds of crazy shit that she's not allowed to do.
Mm-hmm.
It was all unconstitutional. All voting stuff in the state of Pennsylvania has to go through the legislature. That's in our Constitution. And on top of that, we have an absentee ballot system already in place. I have a parrot.
It's a kitty.
Well, there's number 5, and wow, that was a bad fall. And a little shit that now he'll climb back up my leg again.
Remember, Chris, it's different.
Yeah, something, all right.
Different.
So, for those of you who might have missed last night's show, last night I was in a mood.
Uh-oh.
I had seen some stuff that really pissed me off. Please let him up because he's hanging off of my leg. Tiny.
What got you riled up, Chris? I missed the show.
I caught a veteran posted about a female veteran that was flying out of San Francisco.
Mm.
And the stewardess, a male stewardess, was triggered by her anti-suicide shirt. I have a picture of it.
I like the way you put that, male stewardess, because we all know that's not really a man.
Well, yeah. But
no, Jay actually
I
sent me
made
that one. See, I know what you're talking about. Go ahead. I want to hear this.
I made the comment last night about how he probably likes to bend over for the pilot.
Pilot gets lap dance in the cockpit.
So, yeah, I'm sure he puts the cock in cockpit.
No, that kind of person I don't think has one of those.
Well, I'm
terrible.
Think about it a different way. Okay. Think about the cockpit a different way.
Well, I'm just saying, you've
Thomas
got the first 2 words of that 3-word sentence right.
Thomas said Trump won Minnesota in 2020. Then at 2 a.m. the votes were flipped. Yeah, that happened a lot, Thomas, in a lot of states. So anyway, the stewardess told this woman she had to change shirts in order to stay on the flight. Made her go out into the taxiway without a bra on, made her take her shirt off and put a sweatshirt on, all while he's watching her. So I think that's a lawsuit right there.
Oh, yeah. That could be considered assault of the S kind. Forcing somebody to do that.
And I don't get it. I made the title of the show. If this shirt offends you, I said fuck you.
Yeah. Like I said, Jay sent me the whole article on everything. So yeah, I've seen the shirt, and it's disgusting that they thought that shirt was offensive. Absolutely disgusting. What, you want veterans to commit suicide? Fine. Well, I don't want to fly with Delta Airlines anymore.
Comment. It was even worse that the comment that they made was, I don't give a fuck about your service. And I'm just like, you disrespectful little fucking prick. I said, first off, why was there nobody on the fucking plane that stood up and defended this person? I said, my ass would have been getting thrown off the fucking flight because I would have knocked the motherfucker out.
Now, see, I won't throw hands over something like that.
Oh, I will.
But
I have no problem with it.
I would have stood up and I would have said in a very loud voice something along the lines of, "Oh, so this is how Delta treats its veteran passengers, huh? Maybe all of the U.S. veterans better stop using Delta. I've already got this on camera, motherfucker. I'm going to go put this on Instagram and TikTok and every fucking where else. Everybody can see just how Delta treats all its veterans." Bob, I would have gotten just completely millennial about the whole thing. You think they've got whiny millennials? I would have gone full. This is one of the wonderful things that I picked up learning politics. I would have gotten right up in his face and said, "Go ahead, say it again for the camera. Or are you too much of a little bitch? You too much of a little bitch? Fine. I'm getting off this flight. I'm not taking Delta. I'm going to go book with United or Southwest. At least Southwest doesn't have computer problems because they run all their shit from a single Commodore 64 in a basement in Langley. They even admitted it on a tweet, which was hilarious. I would fly. I always flew Southwest a few times. California. Holy shit. Oh, that was a catastrophe. Yeah, I know, Mike. I got the bad puns. I'm going to have tons of them. I'm a certified grandpa. I can have all the bad puns I want. But yeah, no. No, I would have made a huge issue of it. Then I would have just gone, I would have gone right out to the terminal. I would have started posting on every social media, and I would have laid the blame right at the feet of Delta Airlines. I said, this is how Delta treats its passengers, blah, blah, blah. Delta, until Delta comes out and says, oh, we're very terribly sorry. We'll compensate the passengers for their blah, blah, blah. And, maybe this person doesn't need to
they
work
should
for us
definitely
anymore.
compensate every passenger on there because all of them missed their connecting flights because of this bullshit.
Oh yeah, no, I would have absolutely raised absolute Cain, but I would have done it strategically. I won't throw hands unless hands have been thrown, or I see some kind of imminent threat.
Making her take her shirt off in public, she told him, "I don't have a bra on." That's enough for me.
Oh yeah, no, I would have screamed rape at that point. I would have screamed rape. I would have yelled it at the top of my lungs. You like to rape women, huh? You're just a sick motherfucker, aren't you? I would have gotten myself thrown off the flight, guaranteed, or I would have been doing this on my way out. I said, I'm not going to fly with you, sick as it. And I would have blown it up on Delta's doorstep. I wouldn't have gone after this particular guy. I would have gone after his bosses and the shareholders and everybody else. And I would have made such hell that the only thing that they could possibly do is provide material compensation for the time and tickets lost and get this guy fired. And maybe blacklisted within the, the service industry. Maybe not go that far, but I certainly would have made sure this guy lost his job and felt some very, very difficult, pain and suffering just because of this. But I wouldn't have thrown hands. I would have come close, but I would have gotten right in this guy's face, and I would have encouraged him to swing first. And the second he did, then I would have had some fun with it. But not until then. This is part of taking the game away from the other side. They want you to be the one to swing first so they can scream about how you're violent psychopaths and Nazis and all that crap. Well, fine. Flip the script on them. Do exactly what they do. Get right up in their faces with a camera. Violate their personal space, but do not touch them.
Up Mike's back.
I didn't see any spiders. I just see hair. Lots and lots of hair.
Maybe it's hair. I don't know. I can't really see. But Mike, if you can hear me, Thomas said there's a spider on your back, bud.
I don't see no spider. Oh, I think he's talking about the print on his shirt. It kind of looks like a spider from the right angle.
Oh, maybe. No, you cannot have my coffee, you little shithead. You guys already got me bleeding.
No coffee for you, yeah. Stuff. No, this is a perfect incident to take it straight to the head office and just absolutely punish it.
They said Delta reached out to her, but I can't find any confirmation from her about that yet.
Yeah, this is where you cross the line between Delta reaching out to her and Delta issuing a public apology.
Yeah, definitely. They need to address this and make it right.
This is why I encourage people, do the same things that they do, but do it a little more appropriately. Because we're always us on our side are the ones that are always getting the microscope shoved up our butts. Do a lot of the things they do. Get confrontational. Get right up in their faces. Shout their talking points back at them as though they are truly evil things. In this case, call the guy a rapist. Call him a pervert. Call him all these names. Say that he hates women. Anything that you can think of. Memorize their talking points. Memorize their modus operandi. Throw it back at them and do it with a camera shoved in their faces. We may not be able to change everybody's mind, but there are a lot more people who are drifting from the left to the center, the ones that actually wake up and realize, hey, you know what? Maybe the people I hang out with aren't people that are, aren't good people, aren't people I should be hanging with. People are starting to really wake up. And we've gone through a lot of the fence sitters. There's still fence sitters out there like, I don't want to get involved. I don't want I don't want to be accused of this, that, or the next thing, and whatever. That's fine. I get it. There are people that have a lot invested in their lives. They don't want to get involved, but we can get the ones that do like to get involved that are just, well, put it another way, brainwashed. They don't know any better. They don't realize the stuff that they're talking about is bullshit. They don't realize they've been fed a load of talking points with no real substance behind them. They've been sold a bill of goods. We can get them to gradually move over to our side, realize, wake up, hey, this shit's crazy.
Dave said us veterans are putting up with way too much shit from ignorant civilians.
Yeah.
Ignorant, stupid civilians. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I agree. My grandpa was a veteran. My dad and stepdad, both veterans. My grandmother was technically a veteran. She served in the WAC as a nurse at the Port of Embarkation in Chicago. My mother-in-law is a veteran. She was an MP. I have a lot of respect for veterans. I tried to serve, but they wouldn't let me in.
I wouldn't have got in either because of I grew up as an asthmatic, and with my knee issues and stuff, I already had knee issues at that.
Yeah.
So, nope, I would never have been allowed in.
Yeah, they wouldn't have. I tried to get in, but I was told because of the medication I was taking at the time, I would literally need to get a congressman to write it, say, let this boy in, let him serve. And I would have had to cold stop my medication immediately. And get doctor's authorizations, medical exemption, and all that sort of stuff. I had a high enough ASVAB score. I just couldn't get a hold of my local congressman to write me a letter and say, let me serve. And I was growing up around Chicago, so. Mike's dropping us. Hey, bud.
That wasn't a cat.
Oh. So how you doing this morning?
Good. Yourself?
Running a little late, but I'm all right. I'll live. I think my coffee's done. If you guys just give me a second, my coffee cup is like almost empty. I will just be right back.
Yeah, I guess Thomas Slowly thought, do you have a spider decal on the back of your shirt or something? Or he said something about seeing a spider.
I didn't see it. Wouldn't surprise me in here though.
Yeah, I was laying in bed the other day and one was bungee jumping from the ceiling.
Yeah. I've had that happen twice. Once just last week, I was sitting at my desk and a spider came down right in front of me. I was like, well, ain't you a stupid fucker? Done.
But no, I just want to reiterate some of this stuff because the more we talk about it, the more it gets out there, and the better chance that somebody else will pick it up and start talking about it.
That shit with that chick had to change her shirt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised they didn't throw her off the plane for nudity or something when she did change her shirt.
They took her off the plane to change her shirt, but they only took her out. The taxiway that goes out.
Oh.
And
okay. Why couldn't she just go to the freaking bathroom?
None of it makes sense. But none of it.
No.
It was just
That's the problem.
A pussy who has a problem with veterans.
Yeah.
And he wanted to.
That's the problem with That's the problem with way too many things these days. Shit just don't make sense, and it's really bad. It happens the most on the news.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit. And like, damn.
Dave, I haven't heard from Willie lately. I've reached out a couple of times. I will try again. I'll text message you in a little bit and see if I can get a hold of him. But yeah, I miss Willie too. I don't know what's going on there, but I will definitely try and get a hold of him again. I do know that he was going through some family issues last time I talked to him, so it's hard telling. But again, I worry about all of you. I do try and keep up with all of you. This afternoon show, I believe Cora and I are going to have a surprise for you all. But I need to touch base with her first. And double check. I do know I have to get our website up and running. Can I help you? Can I help you? Do not try and suckle on your brother. That's not going to end well for you.
Doesn't work so good.
No, Junior.
You do not want to be a Tim Walls kitty. And now you got your brother biting your head. Good job. Here comes the third one. I'm gonna start wearing pants out here. I'm gonna have to. These
Gonna
guys are
have to,
go
yeah.
for it. Katie's gonna have fun today because after this, I gotta go in and she's gonna have to attack me with alcohol swabs to clean all this shit up. So, yeah, I don't play with that. I am borderline diabetic. I'm right on that line. And even that, sometimes you have to be careful, or you can,
Oh yeah.
Okay, Dave. Yeah, whoever you're wondering about, Dave, send me a message and I'll see if I can get a hold of him for you.
Oh yeah.
I'm still in contact with most people. So I do, like I said, I have a veteran up in Camp Hill named Harold, that I keep in contact with. I talk to him at least once a week, if not more. I really want to get up and take him out to dinner again. He was Navy. He served over in the Middle East during the Beirut hostage situation.
Ooh.
So yeah, he was over there for that. Boats was over there for that. Did you know that?
Yeah, I think I remember hearing either you said it or he said it. And I think it was during one of the other guys' streams. Oh.
He was he was actually talking to Eric. Rev, because apparently Rev was on an aircraft carrier over there or something at the same time. So, you know, it's a small world when you really think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave, I consider you all family. I really do. You know, I'll be honest. What we're going to surprise you all with today, when I got it last night and opened it up and started reading through it, I teared up. And I can't explain it right now because if I explain it now, it'll give everything away. But just let me tell you that it means a lot to me. So, and you all mean a lot to me. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you. I promise you that. I do this because I see it as a way for me to give back and help others. Hi, Jamie. And if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be doing this. I'm just some fucking idiot that gets up here and tries to get people to come in here so we can share stories and hopefully make somebody's day a little bit better by making them laugh a little bit and getting word out about some situations that, like the Delta one, that needs to be spread, and you're not seeing it everywhere like it should be.
Yep.
So maybe us talking out about it can help. Oh, and you missed me going off on YouTube first thing yesterday afternoon.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, it was great. It was wonderful. I was like, well, I don't have to worry about getting demonetized, so I can say fuck in the first 5 minutes of my show. Actually, I said I can do even better. I said I can give YouTube a double middle finger. I gave him a double middle finger.
They hate you. They hate us all. Oh, yep. Speaking of spreading smiles, I would like to share a little bit of good news. The New York Supreme Court ruled that all New York State and city employees that were fired for not taking the vaccination have to be given their jobs back with back pay.
And back pay, yep.
Yeah. They
awesome.
have to be reinstated because they ruled that taking the vaccine does not demonstrably prevent COVID.
Yep.
It's not quite saying that shit is poison, but it is saying it's ineffective. So that is a start. With that ruling, it can be promulgated through the rest of the U.S. court system. It can be cited. It is now case law. It will not have too much of an effect outside of New York, but it would lend weight to a judge's decision in, say, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, wherever, by saying, hey, you know what? New York ruled this way.
See, I tried to talk my brother's girlfriend into not taking it because she works for a hospital in West Virginia. And they pushed it. And even though she was taking chemo, her doctor would not give her an exemption. I said, your doctor's a dick. I said, I would not take it. And she said, but I'll lose my job and I can't afford that.
They ain't going to know the...
Right.
They ain't going to know the full extent of what these shots do for several years yet,
Oh, yeah.
It's all freaking an experiment. They're just like waiting to see what happens still. Yeah. Oh, absolutely, bro. We can't do that on rabbits and mice anymore, but we could do it on people.
Yeah.
But complete idiocy.
I tried to explain to her, I said, this is going to be found unconstitutional. They cannot force you to do this. I said, I'm probably, you're going to see a lot of lawsuits come out and people are going to win and get their back pay. And yeah, I think our local hospital here had the same thing happen to them in our court system. People who were forced out because of it were needed to be reinstated, and most of them said they don't want their jobs back.
I wouldn't.
They just completely walked away and went to places that accepted them.
Yeah.
Sammy says doctors down there are crazy.
Now, see, for the insult though, if I was working in the hospital system, which they hire security too, and I was forced out because of the vax, blah blah blah, I would be like, all right, you're forced to give me my job back. I would show up for exactly one pay period, even just one day, and basically prance around and rub my ass on everything. And be like, screw all of you guys.
Fucking grab a ladder and like rubbing your ass all over the security camera.
Oh, yeah, no. And if I was working security, I could not only rub my ass all over the camera, but I could make duplicates of all of the footage of it too, and just have that play endlessly on a loop in the security room. Of just me rubbing my ass on the camera, like, yeah, you like that, don't ya? Don't ya?
As long as you don't show your butthole, it's not decent exposure.
Well, yeah, no, I'd keep it fully clothed. I don't trust pulling my pants down around just about anybody. I'm, a little leery about that around doctors. I said, hell no, they're not going to get a free picture of my butt.
Not a problem. Not a problem that cats have.
Yeah, right.
I was going to say
Look
they
at
got
my
to take me out.
butthole.
I was going to say they better at least take me out to dinner first. They want that kind of exposure.
Yeah, right.
But no, I would show up just to rub it in their faces. And I would be patrolling right around the admin offices. The guys that got me fired in the first place, I'd be checking. Sir, are you having a security issue in here today? Are you all right, sir? Do you need me to check your computer, sir? And I'd just be like, just invading I would make an absolute dick of myself. And then at the end of the day, I would say, I'm sorry, I don't feel like I'm a good fit for this organization anymore. Here's my resignation. Here's my security gear. Here's my badge, my ID. And here's the socks you guys gave me. Mind you, I've actually been wearing these for the last 3 weeks, so they're extra stinky. Here you go. And I would just walk out. I would walk out in my freaking skivvies, just to prove a point. Just to prove a point.
And you rubbed them on your butt. I wore them for 3 weeks, and then I rubbed them on my butt.
For 3 weeks, I wouldn't rub them on my ass. That's you're looking for.
Good athlete's asshole.
I'd do it just to prove a point. I would do it just to make a dick of myself. And I'd be like, yeah, you know what? This is for everybody that could not be here today to do the exact same thing that, everybody that got fired was probably thinking, I want to do some shit like that. Well, I'd be the kind of person that just gosh golly darn would do it. Because by then, security, one of the nice things about it is that it's a growing industry. There's always people needing security. People always need to have a security guard around. So it's not hard to get work. It's just, what are you willing to, what work are you willing to do for the pay you're willing to get? It's a very much a sort of a barter system in that way. I don't mind running that barter system. I really don't, because I rather enjoy the work. But this would be one of those situations where I wouldn't mind burning bridges with that entire healthcare system. Because, it's all healthcare systems these days. I wouldn't mind because, these guys have shown their true colors. The very second that, some crap like that, which is completely unconstitutional, immoral, and, sacrilegious and everything else. I mean, that was just an incredibly crazy time. I know they're just going to sell us out. They don't give a crap about us. Now, the healthcare systems that tried to work for their people, despite government mandates, tried to delay shit, things like that. The ones that actually stood up for their workers and said, hey, you know what? This shit ain't right. We're going to do something about it, at least as much as we can do without, losing our own shirt. Them, I would continue to work for it. You show me just a shred of loyalty and you will have me as an absolutely dedicated worker. This is why I've always said to all of my past bosses, I will work 364 days a year. There's only one day that I will not work. And that's not my birthday. It's not Christmas. I'll work Christmas. I'll work New Year's. You can put me up for every single holiday. I don't care. The only day that I won't work is April Fool's Day. Simply because, especially in the security industry, April Fool's Day is when a lot of people like to go, it's just a prank, bro. I don't want to be in a position where I have to decide if it's just a prank or if somebody's actually walking around dressed as a clown with a real chainsaw. I don't want to be put in that kind of a position. I mean, I can call the cops, evacuate people and shit like that. But if they corner me or corner somebody else, I don't want to have to be the one to put my security company's name on the news saying, unfortunately, this prankster did not survive the encounter. And it was this security guard that did it. I wouldn't get a job in security for the rest of my life. Shit like that happened. I mean, not just for me being famous, but also because, I'm wearing the patch of my company, whatever company that is, even if I'm directly hired by the store or the property or whatever, and I'm just their private security guard versus being part of a security corp. I don't want to be put in that kind of a position. And that is the one day where that position would be pushed. To me, a threat is a threat is a threat. It doesn't matter. But some people take, he was just, he was 19. He had his whole life ahead of him, blah, blah, blah. He liked to do these pranks on TikTok, and you should have known who he was. He was famous. He had 10,000 followers or whatever, which, by the way, isn't famous at all. But you get my point. I don't want to be put in that kind of a position where, I'm the one that ends up putting my security company on blast because on April Fool's Day, somebody decided to try and make a fool out of people and be like, just a prank, bro. I've never liked the modern prank culture because it isn't funny. It isn't funny. And
they try and be as offensive as they can and get away with it. And then when you beat the fuck out of them because they touch you or something along those lines, which I'm okay with. You get in my face and I'll laugh at you. Because most people that get in my face aren't going to do anything. They're just sitting there running their mouth. But
yeah,
you touch me and that's a whole nother story.
Dave over there saying Trump's going to be on Joe Rogan. That's going to be absolutely insane. I can't wait.
We'll do a watch party on Discord.
I might catch it. I mean, it depends on what I'm doing Friday. I may just watch the replay. Friday is going to look like it's going to be a busy day for me. Because I don't just come here. I've got 2 other people that need my attention, and I'm a very dedicated person. If somebody gets me to give them my help, I don't turn them away unless it's a real emergency. Like November 5th, don't expect me to be around because I'm going to be out there. I'm going to be doing shit.
No problem.
So, but on the other hand, I'm like, God forbid, something really horrible happened, like there was a disaster in my local area or a disaster that affected one of you guys. I would drop what I'm doing, whatever it is, and go over and sit in and try and deal with that, whatever the hell I can do, which ain't much, but whatever, But, Joe Rogan podcast is entertaining. I might have that like on a second screen or something because I could always, I've got like 3 or 4 computer monitors here. I could always hook it up as a dual play and just have that off to the side. I have to clear off my desk though, which I don't really want to do because I'm kind of lazy about that. Sorry. I've been doing so much other crap around this house,
Well, you're trying to get it ready to put on the market and stuff, so.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't know how I'm going to get it on the market. I mean, I just might call BlackRock or, all these evil corporations and say, okay, show me the green. Come over here with a briefcase full of dollar bills and we'll see what we can do. Because I want the money. I mean, I don't care really so much about what they're going to do with this place. Wow, look at that. Look at all those scritchy scratches. Look at it. It's like he's been shot by a needle gun.
These little fuckers have little razor blades all on them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, that knee's even worse. That one's even worse. Jeez.
Hey, this thing's almost dead, and I forgot my charger. I need to buy a second charger for this phone to bring out here.
Yeah.
And leave out here. But I'm going to go ahead and hop off here and go get this shit cleaned up and get it all taken care of. And yeah, I will. Now, are you available this afternoon, Cal? Or
I might be. I don't know. It depends on when we're going to do this.
If you can just show up at 4:00.
4:00 Central or Eastern?
Eastern. 3:00 your time.
Yeah, I'll try and pop in. Yeah.
I mean, just for the first 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, I can probably pop in for that.
I just want to share something.
You want to show off the surprise. I get it. Yeah. I've already been thinking about that.
It involves all of us. So.
Yeah. Even if it doesn't look like I'm online on Discord, just go ahead and send me the link anyway.
Alrighty. So.
I will endeavor to appear. All right. Y'all take care.
Y'all have a great day. Remember, we love you. Take care of yourselves. And yeah, we'll see you later today.
Later, y'all.
Later.
Thanks, y'all. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Cal.
Yep, no problem.
Well, laters.